Would you take a moment and stand up, would you? Would you stand up for a moment? Find somebody across the room, would you? Eye somebody and find somebody and offer them a hug or a handshake, some love, and tell them you are important, your life is important. Tell them, would you? Your touch is healing to someone else. Your touch is healing to someone else. Your touch is healing to someone else. I need you. You need me. That's good. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with. Yes, find someone. All a part of God's body. It is His will. It is His will that every need be. You are important to me. Yes. Share your love. Share your love. You are important to me. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with the words from my mouth. I love you. I need you till I pray for you. I pray for you. You pray for me. I need you. I won't harm you. I won't harm you with the words from my mouth. Oh, I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you. I won't harm you. I won't harm you. I need you to. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I won't harm you, I won't harm you with a word from my mouth. One more time. Oh, I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I won't harm you. It is His will. It is His will that every need. Tell somebody you are important. You are important to me. I need you to. You are important. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive.
When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you cannot sleep. Stuck in rivers and the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace, or you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. And high up above and down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what it's worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Dear stream down your face, when you lose something you cannot replace. Dear stream down your face, and dear stream down your face, I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Dear stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. There we go. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yes, I will, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yes, I will, to see you again. Oh yeah, winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, ain't it good to know that you got a friend? People can be so cold, they'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them, oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, oh, see you again. Oh yeah, winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
Deep peace of the running waves to you.
Deep peace of the flowing air to you.
Deep peace of the quiet earth to you.
Deep peace of the shining stars to you.
Deep peace of the early spring to you.
Deep peace of the budding flowers to you.
Deep peace of the warming sun to you.
Deep peace of the life to come to you.
Deep peace of the autumn rain.
Deep peace of the harvest grain.
Deep peace of the winter night.
Deep peace of the fading light.
Deep peace when my life is done.
Deep
For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. We are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. We are. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreams. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We're sisters of mercy and brothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreams. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We're sisters of mercy and brothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreams. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. We are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. We are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. We are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. We are.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to virtual worship at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Silver Spring. I'm Esther McBride, and I'll be your worship associate this morning. Also this morning, we will lift up in appreciation our religious education teachers, our committee and council members, all of those who have helped us nurture this community during this year. It is so good to be together this morning. If this is your first time joining our virtual service, or maybe it's your 51st time, we're so happy that you are here. Dorothy Hale is our welcoming captain, and she will be glad to answer any questions in the chat. Dorothy will also be available at virtual coffee hour to answer any questions you may have. If you are watching live, you can log into Google to participate in the chat. This enables us to greet each other during our virtual services. Comments will not be available for later playback, but please remember they are public now, so please keep that in mind. Also, the live chat has certain safety features to prevent disruptive comments, so you won't be able to post special characters or complete web addresses. You can also view American Sign Language during our virtual services. Just follow the Zoom link that is on your screen right now. And please ask in the chat or email anytime at vstechsupport@uucss.org, and you will find help there. In a few minutes, we will all be asked to light our flaming chalices. So this is a good time to go and search for your chalice, a candle, even a flashlight if that is convenient for you, so that we can all join in kindling the flame of community. But first, let's take a moment to appreciate all of those who have contributed to today's service. Please join me with the words on your screen as we light our chalices and reaffirm our congregational commitment. May this light warm our hearts with love and caring and guide us in the ways of truth. As we gather here for worship, we pledge ourselves to the endless search for truth, to the right of each to believe as mind, heart, and conscience dictate, to accept the responsibilities this freedom commands, and to implement our belief in the essential worth and dignity of every human being. May it be so. Now, let's join together in song. The words will appear on your screen.
Since what we choose is what we are, and what we love we yet shall be. The goal may ever shine afar, the will to reach it makes us free.
As surely as we belong to the universe, we belong together. We join here to transcend the isolated self, to reconnect, to know ourselves to be at home here on the earth under the stars, linked with each other. Come, let us worship together.
Gather the Spirit, harvest the power, our separate fires will kindle one flame. Witness the mystery of His hour, our trials in this light appear all the same. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then, gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again. Gather the Spirit of heart and mind, seeds for the soul we are laid in store, nurtured in love and conscience refined, with body and spirit united once more. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then, gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again. Gather the Spirit growing in all, drawn by the moon and fed by the sun, winter to spring and summer to fall, the chorus of life resounding as one. Gather in
friends, thank you so much for being the catalyst that made today's service possible. As most of you may have heard, my last day with UUCSS will be on June 30th, 2021. During my time with you, some of the most meaningful growth for me has been in working with the volunteers who give so much of themselves to religious education here at UUCSS. The leaders who volunteer within the RE program at UUCSS are an amazing army of folks who both truly care about the spiritual growth of our children and youth, and also, as we've learned during this time of COVID, are truly ready to lead the charge when change occurs. Our leaders within the RE program at UUCSS have eagerly worked together to ensure that religious education is a consistent and meaningful experience. And for that, I am grateful. My hope during my last weeks with you is that we can work together to ensure that this army of dedicated volunteers is equipped to continue their leadership with whomever your new settled religious education professional is. But my hope is also that this platoon grows and steps into new leadership as UUCSS walks into a new phase of community in our post-COVID world that is so full of promise and newness. And that is why I am asking all of you who are watching this, if you'd like to be a part of this really powerful volunteer army, and if you'd like to help religious education at UUCSS move into the next phase of its livelihood, please, please, please contact me by June 21st. I will arrange a time that we can have a meaningful conversation about your gifts and talents, and I will make sure to share this information with my successor so that you can work together to find the best place for you to volunteer and to learn and to grow with RE within your congregational home. And finally, in the past few weeks, our really amazing RE coordinator, Lindsay Cowett, has reached out via the RE family email with information regarding our summer RE programming at UUCSS. This summer's program will focus on growing and nurturing a small individual garden for each child, while at the same time asking important ecological questions related to UU faith practices. Summer RE for this year has been designed to be a low-pressure, family-centered activity with check-ins scheduled for every third Sunday from the end of June until mid-August. Because of the nature of the program and its activities, there is a hard registration deadline of May 21st, 2021. If you'd like your family to participate in Summer RE, please check the RE family email, the All Church email, and or the UUCSS Facebook page for registration information. Thank you for all of your love for all things RE at UUCSS. Peace.
In a moment, all worshiping with us live will be invited to type their joys and sorrows into the chat box during the music. Please keep in mind that everything you share will be public during the live broadcast. If you're having a hard time and need some extra support, please send an email to layministers@uucss.org, and either they or I will be in touch. But you don't have to be a lay minister to practice the ministry of love and care for others. So feel free to make a note of anyone you'd like to send some support this week. And if you're watching the recording of this service later, I invite you to hold yourself and all of your joys and sorrows tenderly, and to hold in loving kindness all those in your life and in our world who are suffering, who are in need, who need justice. Let us now open our hearts to the joys and sorrows this gathered community has to share. oneness in all and in whom all are one, Spirit of life. We have gathered here in the midst of the fullness of our lives, with gratitude for all of the joy and gifts and blessings we have received. We are here sharing this time together, if not the same physical space, with hearts grateful for the many people whose time and energy, passion and grit, dedication and good sense of humor make this community possible, especially this year. Along with our thanks today, we also carry fear and sadness, worry and anger. Fear for all those still suffering long-term symptoms of COVID-19, sadness for all grieving the loss of loved ones, especially those in India and those right here in our own congregation. Continued worry about our democracy, about our friends and our family and ourselves living in a country and society steeped in white supremacy culture. Anger at war and injustice, especially. And this morning we pray for comfort, balm, relief, and justice, for an end to suffering in every place, every body, every heart. May the love that binds us together, the love that never lets us go, the goodness that mends broken hearts, and the abundance that inspires us to be generous, may all of that also renew our thirst for the world that we dream about, where all have enough, where justice rolls down like water, and peace like an ever-flowing stream. Amen.
Fuente de amor, ven hacia mí y al corazón, cántale tu compasión. Sobre al volar, sube la mar, hasta moldear la justicia de la vía. Arráigame, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
There are a lot of paradoxes in life, and one of the biggies is something Mark Twain put perfectly when he wrote, "To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with." There's a song we used to sing every Sunday in Children's Chapel when I was growing up at Cedar Lane UU Church. You might know it. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and by this we live. That song captures in such a simple way how the cycle of giving and receiving deepens and magnifies with each person who takes part. And it reminds us just how interwoven we are in the cycle itself. We who live today live only because of those who lived before. And those who will be born in the future will live only because we are. And when we become aware of this reality, when we really understand how held we are in a network of sharing and receiving, we can learn new things about ourselves and about our purpose. I think this is why so many traditions understand gratitude as a practice that flows not really from a sense of duty, but from receiving kindness. When the Buddha taught about this, he pointed out some different kinds of gratitude. There's the appreciation we feel when a tool performs its purpose and benefits us, like a raft taking us safely across a river. But it probably doesn't inspire us to go do good acts in the world. Then there's the appreciation we might feel having learned an important lesson from a challenging person or situation. We might appreciate the patience we've learned from an unreasonable neighbor or the persistence we've gained from dealing with plumbing issues in an old house. But those experiences of appreciation and gratitude also probably won't cause us to then go out and do good works. And they certainly aren't good models for us in learning about kindness and service. It's the gratitude that flows from having received care and kindness and blessing from someone who has our well-being in mind that ought to inform us in our work to grow and learn to be more loving, more fair, more kind, more merciful, more grateful. It's the people who've taught us by their example about kindness and empathy, generosity and abundance that help inspire within us the gratitude that triggers our own giving, our own generosity, our own acts of service in return. The Buddha once taught that there are two kinds of people who are very hard to find in the world. One is the first to do a kindness, and the other is one who's truly grateful for a kindness being done. Now, I don't think the Buddha was encouraging us to literally try to figure out who the first person to do a kindness was, or making some profound statement about how ungrateful humanity is. I think he was inviting us to truly treasure the people who do kind and helpful things for us when we find them, and that treasuring them and the good they've done for us will help make us more generous and kind too. So today we celebrate. Today we lift up with gratitude the many in this congregation whose service makes our faith community what it is and helps us to do together all that we do. And I'm grateful not only because I'm blessed to serve in this vocation where I get to share my gifts and contribute to the common good, but because of all of the kindness and learning and blessing I receive in this role with all of you. I hope that all of you who have served and volunteered this year have felt your gifts have been appreciated. They certainly have been by me. And I hope we all feel a sense of gratitude for the time and energy that others have given in the service of this community, so that it can be what people need when we need it. And so that our church can continue to change and grow and evolve with the needs and gifts and passions of every single person who contributes to our service together. Most of us are probably familiar with the saying, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Well, the pandemic has handed us a lot of lemons this year. It hasn't been easy. Many of us have lost friends and loved ones to this virus, and there is a whole lot that we haven't been able to do in a long time, especially in person. But in the midst of this challenging year, this congregation has done some wonderful things, and I know a lot of us are excited about where we're headed together. And it's thanks to everyone who has shared their time and talent that we've been able to do so much together. You've all helped UUCSS make lemonade out of a lot of lemons this year. Since last September, staff, members of the Religious Education Committee, volunteer teachers, and advisors have worked together to prepare and lead fun, meaningful, spirit-filled classes for our children and youth. Volunteers have tweaked lesson plans, learned how to work together in teaching teams, substituted for other teachers at the last minute, and perhaps most memorably this year, learned how to teach and engage our children and youth virtually. I hope I speak for the whole congregation when I say how much I appreciate these volunteers who week after week, month after month, and some year after year have tended the spiritual growth and nurture of the youngest people among us.
Religious education is one way this congregation has designed programs to help people grow spiritually and ethically. Many have said that religious education is all we do, because all that we do as a community contributes to our inner growth and learning. It takes a lot of people to make religious education possible. It's that important. And in this congregation, the same can be said about our music program. It conveys that which words alone never could, and draws our many talented and generous musicians together in community.
Hi, I'm Michael Holmes, and welcome again to my music studio here. There's a lot of stuff here. I just wanted to express some appreciation and also say that I often feel that my situation at UUCSS is an enviable one, and I have been told that by a lot of my colleagues. Our church is blessed by so many musical treasures in the form of able, wise, enthusiastic, and stylish musicians who never cease to amaze me and to make beautiful music with their whole hearts, souls, and minds. Silver Spring and Tacoma Park are well known for celebrations of musical traditions, both local and worldly. This not only makes my job easy, but enormously enriching. It is an environment of perpetual growth and learning for all of us. With every new experience we tackle together, we are better musicians and in the end, better people. That seems to be our shared goal, I think. For all this, I cannot express in words how much I value the relationship I have with all our music volunteers, as well as the folks in the AV and IT areas who amplify and enhance our musical sound. I consider each of you part of my extended family. So I look forward to continued learning and growing with you in the years to come. And I think that our best is yet to come as we soon open up to both in-person and hybrid ministry at UUCSS. So thank you, musicians, thank you, tech leaders, thank you to the staff, and thanks to the entire congregation who has supported our music program so passionately over the years. I am forever grateful.
Religious education and music draw a lot of people to our congregation, but those programs and everything else we do and enjoy at UUCSS is supported by the time and dedication of volunteers in all sorts of roles. Today, we thank the members of our board, our president, secretary, VP of Personnel, and VP of Finance, the members of the Finance Committee, our treasurer and collectors, and everyone involved in making sure the mail comes in and goes out, the lights keep turning on, and staff paychecks and benefits keep getting paid. We thank all those who have served on the Capital Improvements Committee, the Labor Brigade, our volunteer gardeners, and everyone on the Property Committee. We thank the members of the Annual Budget Drive Committee and everyone who volunteered this year as a steward and our matching donors. We thank our Worship Committee and worship associates, Sunday support volunteers waiting in the wings, our choir and band members, our AV and IT committees, anyone who has edited a video for a service this year, everyone who's recorded themselves making music, everyone who's assembled prelude music this year. We thank the members of our Rainbow Alliance, the Racial Justice and Eighth Principle Task Forces, Defending Democracy, and Green Sanctuary. We thank the membership and Deaf Access committees, the Committee on Shared Ministry, the Shared Ministry Launch Team, the Transition to In-Person, and the Hybrid Ministry Task Forces. We thank the Administrative Operations Committee, the Operations Council, and everyone on our Program Council. Thank you to everyone who has embroidered names on our quilts this year, who's picked up the phone or written a card or sent an email or made a casserole to check in on another person here at UUCSS. We thank our staff, who have all worked incredibly hard this year, honing skills we didn't know we'd even need until the pandemic hit, tending to the needs of this community, all while carrying fear and concern for their own safety during this scary year. And thanks to everyone I may have left out, every single person who has carried out important tasks out of love for this community and about those about which I may not even be aware yet. And now, here are some of the special appreciations people in the congregation sent us to share as part of this service.
Sharon and Marsha, who knew when we formed our Soul Matters group in September 2019, we'd still be meeting twice monthly a year and a half later?
But you steer us so artfully through conversations around compassion, resilience, law, and healing, just to name a few.
And always with humor, honesty, and leading by example, and creating a space where we could be quiet together, or silly, or sad.
You have made us feel our souls matter, and for that we are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
A big thank you to Robin Moore-Lasky for jumping in this year and helping me with coming of age. She brought her fabulous tech skills and her big fun ideas with her. Thank you, Robin, for your support and partnership. I could not have done this without you.
Wanna thank you, while I go home. Wanna thank you, wanna thank you, while I go home. Wanna thank you.
When there was a need, you came forward.
And so we thank you.
In the nighttime or daytime, on weekends, and even in the coldest, darkest part of the year, you helped.
And so we thank you.
Elected and duly appointed, or quietly, anonymously, and unbidden, you did what needed doing.
And so we thank you.
Sometimes with the help of many hands, other times alone you worked.
And so we thank you.
You gave your time, talents, and even your treasure for the life of the congregation.
And so, we thank you.
Your families and loved ones supported you in your efforts, worried for you when things piled up, and perhaps grumbled at you for the extent of your commitment.
And so we thank your families and your loved ones.
For all things great and small you have given this congregation, we take time today to recognize,
to thank you, and to honor you.
One Sunday a month, we hold a special collection to aid a community partner. This month, we are helping Middle Collegiate Church, a multicultural, multi-ethnic, intergenerational community powered by revolutionary love. Many of us have attended Revolutionary Love conferences hosted by Middle Church every spring. Their leadership has inspired our own shared ministry here at UUCSS. Sadly, their 128-year-old building in New York City was recently gutted by fire. Their leadership has inspired our own shared ministry here at UUCSS. Your gift today will support a congregation whose work has aided people around the country and around the world. Regular Sunday morning offerings are critical to our own programs here at UUCSS, and they help provide all of the support and special programming that is available here. It's good to share the abundance in our lives. There are 3 ways you can make your financial contribution to this congregation. One way is to download the Give Plus mobile app from Vanco and set up an account. Another way is to text a message to 833-880-1363. It also works if you want to mail a check directly to the church. All of the information you need for all 3 methods is on your screen now and will appear again toward the end of today's service. I hope you will join me in making an offering with gratitude for all this church means to all of us. The offering will now be given and received with gratitude.
When I'm still growing up, I'm still growing up, I'm still growing up.
I recommend that you read The Alchemist. Listen to your teachers, but teach in calculus. Tell the truth, regardless of the consequence. Every day, give your mama a compliment. Take your girl to the prom, but don't get too drunk hanging out in the limo. Slow dance with your woman in your arms, sneak it in after. But you boy, you better tiptoe. Don't wait, mama, do yoga. Learn about karma. Oh my God.
May the gifts we have given fuel the flame of our commitment, empower us to serve out our mission, and give the life we share the shape of truth, love, and justice.
Good morning. Thank you for being here today. My name is Stephanie Mcconaughey, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Silver Spring. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Our church is not only the organization that puts together these services, we're a vibrant community of volunteers and staff, a member of the Unitarian Universalist Association, and a part of the global UU denomination. Visitors are especially welcome to our virtual coffee hour after the service to learn more about us. Today, we have 3 announcements. The 8th principle. The resolution to adopt the 8th principle will be put before the congregation at our annual meeting on June 13th. You can find the language of the resolution, responses to frequently asked questions, and information about the meeting process on the UUCSS website. Today, Gwendolyn Rhodes, who's here to share her thoughts about a key element of the proposed 8th principle, accountability. After the service, members of the 8th Principle Task Force will be available in a coffee hour breakout room for anyone who would like to talk more about the 8th Principle and the UUCSS resolution.
Accountability. My name is Gwendolyn Rhodes. I just want to talk to you very briefly. I'm a member about accountability. I'm a member of the Racial Justice Task Force and 8th Principle Committee. For some, this term raises concern because it is seen as authoritarian enforcement. However, in my interpretation, it means a vibrant continuum of evolution in thought and action that promotes the best interests of a group. As UUs, we realize we have beautiful words and the best of intentions in our principles already. Now we want to bring our words to life. We want to rev up the engine of love that we have within us and move our intentions down the path to more meaningful fulfillment of our principles. Not just the 8th principle, all of them, with accountability. So we will measure our evolution by non-judgmental analysis of the work we've done and experiences we've all had while moving toward a most loving community. Why? Because the time for action on all of our principles is not only now, but in every moment going forward.
Feedback sessions. A search team has been formed to search for new religious professional to lead RE here at UUCSS. The search team members are Erica Anderson, Charles Alexander, Jen Callie, Jake Ryder, Reverend Kristin, and me. As part of our preparations, the search team is conducting virtual feedback sessions for RE volunteers and parents to share their perspective and what they hope our new Director of Spiritual Growth to bring to their work with us. The first feedback session is specifically for RE teachers and other volunteers, and it's today at 1 o'clock. The second session for RE parents, and that one's scheduled for Sunday, May 23rd at 7:30. You can find the links on the church calendar and in the all church emails. Finally, our 4th announcement, Sunday Vesper services. The board recently approved outdoor on-campus gatherings of 20 people or less that comply with masking and social distancing measures and are led by staff. I'm glad to share that Reverend Kristin and the Shared Ministry Launch Team will begin offering these half-hour-long Sunday evening Vesper services at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. in the church parking lot. ASL interpretation is available upon request. Only those who sign up may come to these gatherings, but they're open to everyone who can follow the social distancing guidelines. Please see your all-church email for the sign-up link. We hope to see you there. We give thanks for all of the activities that enrich and enliven our congregational life.
please join me in the words for extinguishing our chalices. Carry the flame of peace and love until we meet again.
Go now in peace, may peace surround you. Go now in joy, may joy surround you. May the spirit of love surround you as you go on your way. Our worship has ended, and now our service begins.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for us. It isn't every day good fortune comes our way. We never thought the future would be fun for us. And if we had our bugles, we would blow them to add a sort of celebration touch. But since we've left our bugles at home, we simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for us. The future looks alright. In fact, it looks so bright. We feel as if they're polishing the sun for us. And if we had our drums, we'd have to bang them to add a sort of rumty-tumpty touch. But since we've left our drums at home, we'll simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very